Hey guys, once again I warmly welcome you to a brand new episode of Feb TV Sri Lanka. So today I'm going to discuss about the second part. Actually, I'm doing the second part of the previous video. Previously I discussed about the grade 10 fifth lesson accounting equation. So today I'm going to discuss it little bit deeper than the previous video. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and I will give you the relevant timestamp as well. Timestamp means the relevant episodes. It's like first of all I'll start it, and after that it will go up to bank loans, right? Relevant subtopics, it's like drawings about the equity changes, right? Like that you can choose it via the timestamp. So let's talk about the subtopics that I'm going to discuss. First one is the importance of dual impact. Guys, I'm thoroughly advising you. Actually, there are two concepts called dual impact and the double entry, right? So these are two concepts. So I'm discussing about the double entry and the dual impact. Difference between those two impacts. As my second one, I'm completely and I'm basically, right, first of all I'm basically discussing about the bank installments, how the bank installment is made, and next I will discuss about the interest, right? Guys, interest means there are two aspects of interest, right? Interest as an expense, interest as an income, right? Secondly and fourth, right, this would be my fourth subtopic. Once again I will be discussing about the bank loan, right? After that also I'll be discussing about the bank installment again, guys, because bank installment part is little bit difficult for you. So after that, how the equity changes in a business, right? Guys, there are four reasons to change the equity. Number one is because of income, and number two is because of additional capital. Because of those two reasons our equity will be increased, and there are two reasons for decreasing our equity as well. Number one is because of drawings and because of expenses. And also after that, about the credit purchases little bit I'll discuss about the dual impact and the double entry, right? And about the credit purchases, after that additional capital, drawings, and finally profit, finding out the profit. How can we find the profit from the accounting equation? Guys, this is a little bit extra from me, right? So according to your syllabus you guys don't need to find, but for additional information it is good to know that as well. So I hope you guys will enjoy the full episode and will watch the full video. If you can't watch the full video, please use the relevant timestamp and click on the relevant time, right? So see ya, bye bye.
Now what I'm going to do is, so there is remaining example in page number 63. So you can use either the descriptive method, because here they have also given the opening balances, right? So if the opening balances are given, you can use the both ways, either the descriptive way or the easy method. So it's up to you, right? ඔයාලා කැමති එකයි use කරන්න, but I'll give you. So I'll write on the dual impact, right? So if the owner invest 200,000 as additional capital, right? So additional capital means from this our equity would be increased. So guys, cash asset will be increased and by 200,000, and our equity column will be increased by 200,000, and it is easy. දැන් ඔයාලට කලින් වීක් එකේ කරපු ඒවා මතක නැත්තම්, හරි, මම අර YouTube වීඩියෝ එකක් දැම්මා අර ෆස්ට් වීක් එකේ. so ඒක 1-2 hours වලට වගේ මේ ළඟ එකක්. ඔයාලා ඒක ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න ඕනේ අද රෑම, හරි, මේ වීක් එක ඇතුළත. නැත්තම් guys ටිකක් අමාරු වෙයි, right? එතකොට මේ බේසික්ස් ටික නම් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් අනිවාර්යෙන්. right? හැම වෙලාවෙම මතක තියාගන්න when a transaction is given always remember there is a dual impact. Like I said earlier and like I explained earlier sessions as well. So according to the dual impact, because of this impact, it creates two entries, right? It's like this, right? It may be to both sides. It's කියන්නේ එකක් asset side එකට වෙන්න පුළුවන්, එකක් equity plus liability side එකට වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. So both entries can be entered to the same side as well. It's like this. Wait. එහෙම එකක් මෙතන නෑ. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන 100 නම් මෙතන -100 වගේ. So from each and every transaction there is an important point. It should be balanced. Always the accounting equation should be balanced from each and every transaction. That's why there is a dual impact. Okay, got it? So second one, this is little bit confusing, so I'll explain this. Paid rupees 20,000 of bank installment, right? So normally guys, bank installment means so if I borrow a loan worth 500,000 rupees from, let's say, Sampath Bank, so they divide this total amount of loan into small parts. Let's say I take this for 60 months. 60 months means 12 into 5 for 5 years, right? So divide කරාම කීයද එන්නේ? මේක පහෙන් බෙදුවම per annum එන්නේ 100,000 වගේනේ. ඊට පස්සේ මේක 12 වලින් divide කරලා plus interest එකට තමයි මේ total installment එක කියන්නේ. හරි? So it includes 2,000 as the interest. So guys, tell me. Bank installment එක 20,000 නම් හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න. 2,000 නම් ඒකේ interest එක. Right? So interest. So here, is it an expense or an income? Tell me that. It's obvious and straightforward. First of all, tell me that. So here, interest charged for bank loan, is it? Yes, of course, it's an expense, right? So we can't put it, so we have to show it separately. Hari? මේක අපි වෙනම පෙන්වන්න ඕන. මම ඔයාලට ඒක එක්සැම්පල් එකට ආවම ඔයාලට ඒක හරියටම තේරෙයි. So bank loan එකක් කලින් අරන් තියෙනවා 200,000. හරි. ඒක opening balance එකේ තියෙනවා. එතකොට so they have said that they paid an installment of 20,000. Hari. So paid no. Paid means they have paid it through cash, right? So our cash asset will be decreased. Understood? අපි bank loan එක repay කරද්දි cash asset එක decrease වෙනවානේ. ඒක ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා. හරි? But they said that එයාලා කියනවා ඒකේ 2,000 worth of interest එකක් තිබ්බා කියලා. So bank loan interest, right? ඒක ඔයාලා non descriptive way එක, ඒ කියන්නේ easiest way එක ලියනවා නම් you have to mention this. So an expense is created, okay? And expense created means, wait, එතන expense එක ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. So our equity side will be decreased. So අපි normally ගමුකෝ. හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න. So if I pay my electricity bill, so මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? My cash will be decreased. නේ? Cash will go down. And equity also will go down. නේ? So because it is an expense, my equity will also go down and cash will also go down. So here also like that. Interest is an expense, so my equity side will go down. So negative, or yes, negative 2000, right? Minus 2000. And also my cash asset is also will go down by 20,000 because I paid here. And also bank loan will only reduce by 18,000, not 20,000. 20,000 වලින්ම bank loan එක decrease වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි? ඒක ඇතුලේ interest expense එක තියෙනවා. So we have to deduct it, right? 20,000 minus 2,000 equals 18,000. So only 18,000 worth of loan will be reduced. Understood? ඒක තේරෙනවා. කොහොමත් අපි bank loan එක settle කරන්න හින්දා cash asset එක decrease වෙනවා. So this side will be reduced by 20,000, right? And also equity side. So interest is an expense here. So expenses will reduce our equity. So there are two reasons for reducing our equity. Number one is drawings, right? Drawings means owner ගන්නේවනේ. So number two is obviously expenses. So here the interest expense is an expense. Because of that, it will be reduced by 2,000. And also they have settled the bank loan as well only by 18,000 because that 20,000 installment have a 2,000 of interest expense. Got it? Api, so in the previous examples, what we have discussed already, only they have said about an installment of bank loan, but there is no interest expense. හරිද? කලින් ඒවයි කිව්වේ paid, හරිද? paid rupees 20,000 of bank loan කියලා. හැබැයි they haven't mentioned about the interest, right? So මේ 20,000 worth of bank loan. So මේ තියෙන්නේ ඒකට classic example එක මේකේ තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Let I show you. මෙතන තියෙනවද bank loan 50,000 third එක. මේ තියෙන්නේ settled, right? Here. So here they have said that settled rupees 50,000 of bank loan. But here they haven't mentioned about the interest. Am I right? So you guys don't need to, simply cash will reduce and our bank loan liability will reduce. But අපි කියමුකෝ මෙතන 10,000 interest එකක් තිබ්බ කියලා. එතකොට cash asset එක 60,000 වලින් අඩු වෙලා but bank loan will only reduce by 50,000 and 10,000 would be our interest expense. Got it? මොකද up to this point they haven't mentioned about an interest expense. So from this example you will learn it. Yes. තේරුණා? මෙතෙන්ට වෙනකන් යාළුවා examples වල interest expense එකක් ගැන mention කරලා නැහැ. ඒකයි ඔයාලට මේක first time හින්දා. Right? So we have only less than 1 minute. මේක end වෙන්න. ආපහු join වෙන්න. Right? තේරුණාද ඒක? So equity means in Sinhala we say හිමිකම. Right? So we can find equity through this equation. That means total assets minus total liability equals to our equity. And from other words, equity also can be addressed as the amount of resources, the worth of resources that what we say that our owners invest to our business. ඒ කියන්නේ additional capital එක and the initial capital එකට අපි කියනවා equity. But equity එක change වෙන්න පුළුවන් from income, from additional capital, and other than that there is a hidden reason also, that is profit. It's not hidden, but අපි එහෙම නිකන් ගමු, right? Because of profit also our equity will be increased. So there are two reasons to reduce the equity. Equity means, once again I am telling, income, right? So one is expenses. Expenses means viyadam, right? Incomes means adayam, right? So because of expenses, our equity will be decreased. And also because of drawings. Drawings means, in Sinhala we say ganili, right? Ganili කියන්නේ ඕන මේ බිස්නස් එකේ තියෙන කෑෂ් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ස්ටොක් එක අපි කියමුකෝ ග්‍රොසරි ෂොප් එකක් කියලා. හරිද? එයා ඒකෙන් සීනි හාල් ටිකක් ගෙදර අරන් යනවා. සල්ලි දෙන්නේ නැතුව කෑෂ් ටිකක් ගෙදර අරන් යනවා. So those are known as drawings. And also here also we have a hidden reason as well. So that is loss. Right? Because of losses, also it will cause equity decrease. Decrease whenever equity occur. Understood? Yes, debtors කියන්නේ මේ අපි ණය දුන්න කට්ටියක් වගේ නිකන් හිතන්නකෝ. ණයට goods and services may sell කරහම. Here, sir, what is opening balance? Right. Here, opening balance is, wait, Metin, right? So, tell me the equity, opening equity එක කියන්න බලන්න. So, I said you, equity equals, right, total assets, right? Metan equity එක hidden. No, they have given it, right? So, let me check it whether it is correct or not. Total assets, sorry, total assets minus total liabilities. හරිද? So here they have said that 500,000. Okay, let's see. Motor vehicle is an asset, stocks are assets, cash are also assets, but bank loan is a liability, and creditors means ණය හිමිය. Creditors means අපි ණයට purchase කරොත් goods and services. හරි? අපි කියමුකෝ අපේ stock එක ණයට ගත්තොත් එයාලා ණය හිමියෝ. In Sinhala, trade payable means, so trade payable is a synonym for creditors. හරිද? අපි ණයට ගත්තොත් it will arise creditors, or else it will arise trade payable. හරිද? So trade payables are examples for, trade payable is an example for liabilities. හරිද? So 800,000, 300, 500 දෙන. එතකොට මෙතන capital එක දීලා නැත්තම් ඒකට 500,000 you guys should be able to find it. Okay, it is very easy. හරිද? මෙතන capital එක දුන්නේ නැති වෙනවා ටක් කරලා හොයන්න පුළුවන්. So in the previous example I think there was a question like that. There was a situation like that. We need to find the equity. Yes, here, right? You guys need to find it. So then මම එන්නම් opening balances නේද question එක අහලා තිබ්බේ. Yes, opening balance. හරි. දැන් මම එන්නම් කලින් ඇහුව අර table දෙකට නේද? Two types of tables කියලා. ඒක two types of tables නෙමෙයි, right? So the columns of the table, right? So these are the columns. So these columns of the table depend on the opening balances of the business, right? Here as opening balances we have, එතකොට කලින් අහලා තිබ්බ question එකට, right? මම කියලා දෙන්නම් මොකද, because these columns, right, it's like motor vehicle, stock, debtors, cash කියන මේ columns will depend on the opening balances of the equation, right? ඒකයි. එතකොට here they have mentioned about 4 assets, but according to this they have mentioned about 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, only 4, but there is furniture asset, right? NCA එක, non current asset එක. Okay, so but මේ example එකේ they have mentioned about 500,000 worth of motor vehicle. So it will be changed from sum to sum. Hari? So I'll recommend here, yes, if the opening balances are given, you can use both ways. Hari, it's up to you. Both ways are correct. Hari. So it is හරිද ඔයාලට second එක තේරුණා කියලා මං හිතනවා, right? Because this 20,000 worth of installment consists 2,000 of what? 2,000 of interest expense. So we have to reduce it or we have to deduct it. So that 2,000 is not included in the bank loan. Bank loan කියන එකේ නෑ. Right? මේ bank loan එක 500,000 වුණාට, so you guys know about the simple interest, right? So let's say 10% into 5 years, how much? 10% means 50,000 per annum into 5 years means 250,000. So here, so in maths we say this principal amount. Am I right? Right? Put it to the chat. Principal amount is this, but apart from that, 250,000 is the total interest for what? Total interest for 5 years. So guys, altogether 750,000, and this can be divided by 60 and it will give you a loan installment. මේක තමයි අපි loan installment එක කියන්නේ. So normally guys, loan installment consists two parts. Number one is amount of the interest expense and other one is amount of the capital, amount of the principal, right? Understood? තේරුණාද කොහොමද loan installment එකක් හැදෙන්නේ, right? Principal amount plus total interest. So we have to divide it by per annum ගත්තොත් එහෙම, right? 75 divided by කියන්නේ කීයද? 12,13,15, right? 150,000 per annum. This divided by 12 will give you a monthly installment. Because of rain connection problem occurs, I'll be leaving and joining. Okay. Yes, simple interest then. Yes. Here. Harida guys. So I hope you guys understood it. Okay. Right. So third one is, guys, this is simple. I think I'm not going to explain this, right? No need to explain, right? So I'll write the dual impact anyway. Wait. So ඔයාලා මේකේ dual impact ලියලාද හැදුවේ directly හැදුවද? දාන්න බලන්න chat එකට. අර first එක කරේ අපි. So after writing down the dual impacts අපි එකක් කරේ. So you guys, how did you do? Dual impact එක ලියන්න නැතුව මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට straight away ලියන්න නැති. It's okay, right? So practice, huh? So here our stock asset, right? Stock asset will be increased by how much? 100,000. But here we don't pay it, right? So the businessman haven't paid the amount yet. Because of that, a liability will be created. So the liability is known as creditors, or else we can tell them as trade receivable. So our creditors liability will be increased. Okay. And also paid 50,000 for creditors. And this is also easy, guys, right? Our cash, I'll write down the dual impact here only, right? Cash will be decreased and our creditors liability will also decrease, right? Because we pay them, right? We have paid them. So the owner gave 2,000 worth of his private motor bicycle to the business. Hurry. So it's like an additional capital now, guys, right? So here additional capital means we guys don't need to put money, right? Only money. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට සල්ලි විතරක් දැම්ම කියලා එක additional capital නෙමෙයි. So we guys, so as owners, they can invest motor vehicles, land, they can invest buildings, they can invest stock, right? ඒ ඔක්කොම assets, right? Types of assets invest කරද්දි debtors ලා නැතුව, right? Debtors are something else. ඒවා invest කරද්දි our equity will be increased, and the මේ transaction එකට අනුව we tell those type of transaction as additional capital, and it's simple. So number fifth එක නේද? No, sixth. So 200,000 worth of asset, 200,000 worth of motor vehicle asset will be increased, and also our equity will also increased. Somehow, guys, we need to balance the equation, right? Here also the equation is balanced. Here, asset side, right? Asset side decker also reduced by 20,000, and equity plus liability, right? Equation everything. Equity plus liability side also reduced by 20,000. Minus 2,000, minus 18,000, altogether minus 20,000. එහෙම ගියොත් ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා හැම එකෙන්ම බලන්න, හැම equation එකෙන්, හැම transaction එකටම බලන්න whether the equation is balanced or not. එහෙනම් balance වෙලා නැහැ. එහෙනම් මෙතන මොකක් හරි වැඩි එකක් තියෙනවා. එක්ක loss එකක්, එක්ක additional එකක්. එක්ක මගේ අතින් වැරදි. Right? Like that, you have to be skeptical. Right? Right. Sixth one එකට move වෙමු. මොකද්ද තියෙන්නේ බලමු. I think it is also an easy one. Sold goods. Which costed 120,000. Credit basis. Right? That means not on the cash basis. Not on the cash basis. These are important now. මේවා හරියටම කියවන්න. 100,000 worth of goods at 150,000. Okay, guys. Normally, I have mentioned about two ways to increase the equity, and other than that, I have mentioned separately about the hidden way as well. That's not hidden. හැබැයි ඔයාලා ඒක එහෙම මතක තියාගන්න. That is profit. හරිද? So altogether there are three ways, but normally and most importantly, if you are given a question like if you are given a question like mention the two ways of increasing equity කියලා ඔයාලා profit එක mention කරන්න එපා. හරි? මොකද නිකන් ලියලා තියන්න. මොකද profit equals total income minus expense නේ. ඔයාලා දැන් මෙතන හරියටම ඒ කියන්නේ තාර්කික වුණොත්, right? මුදට හිතලා බැලුවොත්, if you think this subject is very easy. හරි? හරි. Profit means, so how we can take a profit? Right. Yes. We are receiving income. Okay. So we are spending money on expenses as well. Right. So income minus expenses will give you profit or a loss. Hurry. Here they have sold 100,000 worth of goods. So our stock asset will be decreased, right? And our debtors asset. So I told you. So if this transaction is done based on the cash basis, our cash asset will be increased by 150,000. But here they have sold it on credit basis. Because of this credit basis, a new type of asset will be created. ඔන්න guys මම කිව්ව point එකට එනවා. හරිද? Descriptive way එකට හැදුවොත් හරිද? Here they don't have an opening balance of debtors. ඔන්න practical තැන. Right? එතකොට ඔයාලා හිතනවා here we have only 3 assets. Okay. කියලා ඔයාලා descriptive method එකේ හදන්න එනවා මෙතෙන්ට. මෙතෙන්ට ඇවිල්ලා ඔයාලා මේ column එක දාන්නේ නැහැ. මෙතන example එක තියෙන හින්දා ඔයාලා බලන් කරක් දන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද කලින්? මෙතන debtors column එක දාන්න නැතුව මේ තුන විතරක් දාලා ඉද්දි මෙන්න මගදී තියෙනවා debtors column එක. So you will definitely confuse. So guys, I'll recommend you to use the non-descriptive way and the easiest method. ඔන්න මේ වගේ තැනකදී තමයි practical example එක. මොකද debtors ලා ගැන there is no any opening balance as well. හරි? Yes. මෙතන තියෙන්නේ there are only 3 assets. So because of the sixth transaction, it will arise a debtors balance as well. But ඔයාලා 6th එකට එනකම්ම දන්නේ නැහැ මේකේ debtors ලා ඉන්නවද කියලා. Because of that, I'm saying, right, අපි බලමු. Okay, because of that I'm saying ඔයාලා non descriptive way එක use කරන්න කියලා. Right, හරි. Paid 10,000 for insurance. I think no need to explain now. Cash will decrease, equity will decrease. Receive 7,000 from debtors. Cash will increase and our debtors asset will be decreased. Debtors la කලින් 150,000 හිටියා, but they have paid money. So our cash asset will be increased and debtors asset will be decreased. Paid 50,000 for a business for the electricity bill of the owner's house. Guys, tell me the dual impact here. Everyone needs to put it to the chat. Everyone, right? Every participant somehow put it. So even if it is wrong or correct, or even if you don't know, somehow try to put it. Yes, ninth one. You guys need to put the dual impact of the transaction number 9. හරි, answers එවලා තියෙන කට්ටියගේ අපි බලමු කොහොමද තියෙන්නේ කියලා 9th one එකේ. Paid 5,000 from business for the electricity bill of owner's house. Indirectly, මේ මෙතන මොකක් ගැනද කියන්නේ? කට්ටිය කියන්න බලන්න here. So is this an expense of the business? Tell me about that. Okay, එක්කෙනෙක් කියනවා answer එක. So Romit දාලා නැහැ. කලින් එකට දාලා තියෙනවා නේද? Only by 5,000 not 50,000. Okay, හරි එහෙනම් ඔන්න මං කියන. So first of all guys, මෙතන ඔයාලා expense එකක් කියලා හිතලා assets equals equity plus liability කියන එකට දැම්මොත් expense එකක් කියලා වැරදිලා asset will be decreased by 5,000 and equity will be decreased by 5,000. හරිද? මෙහෙම එනවා. So answer is anyway the answer is correct, but there is a problem. This, so the reason for decreasing equity here, right? Here the reason for decreasing equity is not because of this, is not because of an expense, right? Make expense එකක් නෙවෙයි guys. Why? Paid rupees 5,000 from business for the electricity bill of owner's house. So is it an expense of our business or is it an expense of owner's house? Right? Right? This is a separate entity from the owner. Right? Owner's house එක අපිට අදාළ නැහැ. This is business. If it is mentioned here like this, paid rupees 5,000 from business for the electricity bill of the business කියලා තිබ්බනම් obviously it is an expense. But here they have mentioned that electricity bill of the owner's house. Indirectly, so they haven't told us about a drawings, right? Directly they haven't mentioned about drawings, but here this is a drawings. This is a transaction based on drawings. Got it? So guys, when it comes to the equation, so anyway, luckily here also assets will decrease, and if you think this is an expense, if you think this thing as an expense, it will definitely, yes, obviously both impacts will reduce equity. But ඒක එතන තව problem එකක් තියෙනවා. හරි, I'll explain that about ඊළඟ example එකට එද්දි ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා මේ මොකක්ද කියන්නේ. So 10th one එක, received sales commission or income of 10,000. හරි, received Okay, we have already received. Definitely our cash asset will be increased and also our equity will be increased. හරි. දැන් මෙතන කට්ටිය කියලා තියෙනවා ඉන්කම් එක මෙතන guys ඇත්තටම ඉන්කම් එක ඔයාලට හොයන්න නැහැ. හරිද? ඉන්කම් එක හොයනවා නම් හරිද? ගොඩක් කට්ටිය දාලා තිබ්බා ඉන්කම් එක හොයලා තියෙනවා equity column එකේ. හරි? So they have taken the closing balance. හරිද? Closing balance as 943,000 and opening balance as 500,000. හරිද? එහෙම කියලා මෙයාලා profit එක අරන් තියෙනවා 443,000 කියලා. Guys, this is wrong. Right? Don't do this. Okay? මේක වැරදි. මේක profit එක නෙවෙයි. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. This is not the profit. Right? The balance of the closing capital and the opening equity. Right? Closing equity and the opening equity balances will never give you the profit because there are 2 to 3 reasons that should be satisfied. Please don't take it in a wrong way. Okay? Understood? Don't never take that. හරිද? closing equity එකෙන් opening equity එක අඩු කරා කියලා එතන profit එක එන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? because I think O levels වලට ඒක නැහැ. හරිද? ඔයාලගේ මෙතනින් profit එක අහන්නේ නැහැ. ඇහුවත් ඔයාලා කරන්න ඕන දේ තමයි you need to look for හරි. okay? කමන්නේ ඒක good. හරිද? දැන් දාපු කෙනා මම දන්නවා. ඒක perfect. මොකද එයා හිතලා තියෙනවා මොකක් හරි. එතන ඉඳලා පොඩ්ඩයි develop කරන්න තියෙන profit එක හොයන තැනට. හරිද? small thing. හරි? balances දෙක ගත්තොත් වැරදි කියන්නේ මම ඔයාලට කියලා දෙන්නම්කෝ reason එක. හොඳට අහගන්න. This may be out of our syllabus as well, but it is good to understand. So our opening equity is 500,000. First of all, guys, we need to go and check transactions again. And we need to find income and expenses. Not additional capital, not about drawings like this. So these are not income and expenses. හරිද? මට කියන්න බලන්න profit equals to what? Right? So from how we can find the profit? It's obvious. Profit equals, so wait, profit or loss. It can be a loss as well. No? Profit or loss equals to income minus expense. Got it? මේක දන්නවනේ. ආදායම් වලින් මේ අපේ තියෙන ඔක්කොම ආදායම් වලින් වියදම් ටික අඩු කරාම අපිට profit එකක් හරි loss එකක් හරි එනවා. I think you understood that. Yes. Then එතකොට මම කිව්වා equity එක increase වෙන්න හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. දැන් නම් මේවා කටපාඩම් ඇති. හරි? There are two reasons. Right? There are two main reasons. One is income. හරි. Because of income our equity will increase. Other one is additional capital. So here guys, the opening balance of the equity is 500,000 and our closing balance is 943,000. But මේ 5,000 ඉඳලා 943 වෙනකන් වැඩි වෙන්න income and expenses විතරද affect උනේ. If right, impact එක income and expenses විතරද මෙහෙම වැඩි වෙන්න හේතුව නෑනේ guys. හරිද? So we can't take the difference of the opening and the closing balances as the profit. Got it? ටක් ගාලා chat එකට දාන්න බලන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ guys opening capital එක 500,000 ඉඳලා 943,000 වෙන්න increase වෙන්න. Hold on guys. හරිද? So here when it comes to the transactions, they have mentioned about the additional capital and the drawings. So those are not applicable for profit. right? Only income and expenses, not additional capitals and drawings. So those two elements are not applicable for finding profit or loss. Got it? ඒක plus වෙන්න ඕනේ නේ profit එකක් වෙන්න නම්. Yes, this should be a plus one. Definitely අපි කොහොමත් guys opening එකෙන් closing නෙමෙයිනේ. closing balance එකෙන්නේ opening එක බලන්නේ, right? එතකොට මෙතන 943 minus 500 කියද්දි මේක නෙමෙයි profit එක. So there is a plus balance, right? So guys ඔයාලා හොයන්න බලන්න profit එක මෙතන තව තියෙනවා නම් neglect කරන්න බලන්න. Additional capital තියෙන transactions වලින් and from the what drawings මේ column එකට impact වෙන additional capital and drawings transactions ටික neglect කරලා income and expenses transactions ටික අරගෙන මට හොයලා කියන්න බලන්න profit එක. ටක් ගාලා කියන්න බලන්න. So I'll give you 5 minutes, right? බලන්න ඔයාලගේ total income වලින් total expenses අඩු කරාම එන profit එක කීයද කියලා. Hi guys, so let's find it out. So here this is because of the additional capital, and here a reduction of 2000 is there because of an expense. So let's say 2000 expenses, and here another impact here also because of an additional capital, and here we have a profit of 50,000. Okay, we can write it down here. Classify it before calculating the profit. Okay, so after that here also I think there is an expense, right? Am I right? Seventh one, right? Seventh one is an expense. Okay, so here we have a drawing. We don't take this, and number one transaction also we don't take, and last one we have an income. Okay, here we take total number of 60,000, and here only we take 12,000. Okay, so for 60,000 total, and we deduct 12,000 from it, and we take final answer as 48,000. Got it? So respond me. Okay, I'll explain it again. First of all, you need to classify income and expenses separately, right? Here we have two incomes, right? Actually this is a profit, right? This is not an income, but we take it as an income here only for calculating profit. So profit and this income equals total income as what? 60,000. Guys, recording වෙනවා නේද? හරිනේ. හරි. Right? එතකොට මේක 50,000 ගන්න, මේකත් 10,000 of income. So let's see මොකක්ද ඒ income එක කියලා. last එකනේ. Right? Received a sales commission income. හරි. ඒ 10,000 ගන්න, and altogether we have 60,000 of income. And expenses, from expenses side, this is our bank loan interest, and we calculated that, and this is our 10,000 of what? There should be, yes, paid insurance expense, right? This is insurance expense. So altogether we have 12,000 worth of expenses, and this is the income, and we have to subtract expenses, and finally we can obtain 48,000 of profit. Got it? So as I said earlier, we need to remove the transactions of additional capital. So no invest 200,000 as an additional capital. No, there will this additional capital and drawings are not applicable to, guys. Additional capital and the drawings are not applicable to calculate profit, right? So here we have 200,000 worth of additional capital. This is not an income, right? This is also not an income. These are additional capital. We don't consider when we calculate expenses, when we calculate profit, right? So this 5,000 is also an not applicable because this is a drawing. Drawings are not expenses. So even our equity balances reduces because of drawings. We don't take it for calculating profit. මේ ගැනිලි එහෙමත් නැත්නම් drawings හින්දා අපේ equity balance එක අඩු වෙනවා තමයි. හැබැයි ලාභය එහෙමත් නැත්නම් profit එක calculate කරද්දී we only consider about income and expenses ආදායම් සහ වියදම්. So ඒ හින්දා අපි මේ drawings කියන එහෙමත් නැත්නම් ගැනිලි කියන ඒවත් neglect කරනවා. additional capital provide කරපු ඒවත් neglect කරනවා. හරිද? ඒක ඔයාලට ලේසියෙන්ම මේ equity column එක බලලා හරිද profit එක හොයන්න කිව්වොත් equity column එකට ඇවිල්ලා ඔයාලා බලන්න මේ transaction එකකින් හින්දා මේ expense එක මේ income එකක් හින්දාද වැඩි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ additional capital එකක් හින්දා additional capital එක so cut it down this equity decreases here because of an expense okay we take it හරි මුලින්ම categorize කරන්න ඕනේ ඒ ටික so then only you can subtract expenses from income, finally you will receive the profit. Got it? දැන් කොහොමද? ස්කූල් එකේ එහෙම ටීචර් මොකක් හරි question එකක් දුන්නොත් direct face කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කොහොමද? මේකේ profit එක හොයන්න කිව්වොත් එහෙම ඔයාලා කලින් හෙව්වේ එහෙනම් profit එක මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ නැති නේද කියලා කලින් දන්නේ නැහැනේ ඇත්තටම right? ඔයාලා ඉතින් කලින් හිතන්නේ නැති 500,000 නේ මේ තියෙන මං I have done it මේ තියෙන 400 and 943 මේක closing balance එක 500,000 අඩු කරාම 443 මේක profit කියලා හිතුවනම් guys පුදු අම්මෝ answer is මොකද්ද is it correct මේ profit එකද හරි මේකද මේ පොඩ්ඩයි profit එක තියෙන්නේ හරිද So incorrect way එකට අපිට ආව 443,000 of profit. Right? And correct way එකේ අපිට ආවේ 48,000 just only 48,000. මේක බොරුවක්. හරි? Got it? Go hands up those who have understood about this explanation. Hands up. You guys don't need to hands up. Please put it into chat. Yes, huge raised hand. Right? So what about others? Harun, thank you. මුලින්ම අපි profit එක හොයන්න කිව්වම අපි මේ equity column එකට යනවා. equity column එකට ගිහිල්ලා බලනවා expenses and income, not drawings and additional capital. මේවා drawings additional capital නේ. So we need to neglect those. එතකොට මේ minus වෙච්ච ඉතින් expenses කියලා ඔයාලා දන්නවනේ. plus ඒවා opening එකත් ගණන් ගන්න එපා. හරිද? opening එක වෙන එකක් නේ. හැබැයි මෙතන මේ profit එකක් තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි ඉතින් ඒකත් ගන්න. හරි? මේක directly profit නේ. So we need to take this and those minus balances are expenses. Got it? තේරුණාද? Sir, can you organize a term test from first term, work and accounting so that you can study lessons again and have a look? 100% agree with you. Hari. So, guys, let's have a term test then. After completing the fifth lesson, may lesson next week නේ term test එක. හරිද? So, ඊට පස්සේ week එකේ අපි term test එකක් conduct කරමු. right? එතකොට හැමෝටම යාළගේ ඉන්න තැන බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් නේ. So, I will agree with you. Okay? හරි අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් term test එකක් තියමු. next week නෙමෙයි. හරි? So ඔයාලා අද ගිහිල්ලා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මේ sum එක ආපහු පාරක් කරන්න ඕනේ. right? If you really need to study, you need to do this. Okay? හරි එහෙනම් එතකොට ඔයාලගෙන් එහෙම අහන එකකුත් නෑ මේකේ ප්‍රොෆිට් එක මොකක්ද කියලා. මොකද ඒක මම නිකන් ඇඩිෂනල් දුන්නේ. හැබැයි ඔයාලා දැන් තේරුණා නේද? ප්‍රොෆිට් එක හැදෙන්නේ කොහොමද? ඉන්කම් වලින් එක්ස්පෙන්සස් අඩු කරාම. ඉන්කම් වලින් එක්ස්පෙන්සස් අඩු කරාම එහෙනම් ඉතින් ඇඩිෂනල් කැපිටල් නුයි ඩ්‍රෝවිංග්ස් නුයි තියෙන්න බෑනේ. So we have to neglect those. Understood? So we have හරි. දැන් මෙතන තියෙනවා අන්න ඒකට එක්සැම්පල් එකක්. right? So මෙතන තියෙන්නේ guys අපි කලින් transaction දුන්නම we prepare this table, right? So here they have given us the table. All what we have to do is construct or build transactions. හරිද? එතකොට ඔයාලට ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එකේ මේ වගේ ටේබල් එකක් දීලා මෙහෙම ඉම්පැක්ට්ස් ටිකක් තිබ්බොත් ඔයාලගෙන් අහුවොත් එහෙම දැන් මේවට transactions ලියන්න කියලා first of all you need to look at this and read the other information, right? Here they have said that the owner has not made drawings in this month. So drawings, right? Drawings will decrease the equity. හරිද? Decrease the equity. So and other reason is expenses. So here they have mentioned about the owner has not made drawings. So make a equity column එකේ minus balances drawings වෙන්න බෑ. Why? They have mentioned. හරි. දැන් අපි transaction එක build up කරමු. Number 1 January 3rd වල වෙච්ච එක. හරි. So tell me this transaction. Sure. Such a transaction. දැන් ඔයාලා අර කලින් examples එක්කම කටපාඩම් කරන්න යන්න එපා. ඔයාලා දැන් හිතන්න ඕනේ. මේ මොකද්ද මේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? So stock has increased by 200,000 but only 100,000 of cash has gone away. That means reduced and creditors also increased. So what kind of transaction is this? කියලා you need to think. And ඔයාලා හිතන්න බලන්න. යන්න නම් එපා answer script එකට හොඳේ. ඔයාලා හිතන්න. හරි? If you really need to study, you guys have to do it alone. Don't try to look. They sold 100,000. ඔන්න වැරදි එක්කෙනෙක්. Right? So selling means credit basis එකට sell කරනවා means so asset එකක් නේ create වෙන්නේ. If we sell something on credit basis, හරිද? Not purchasing. If we sell something on credit basis, it will arise debtors, not creditors. Creditors means ණය හිමියෝ. Creditors means because of credit purchases. හරිද? ණයට ගන්න ඒවා හින්දා තමයි creditors එන්නේ. So is there any impact for debtors here? No, right? පටල ගන්න එපා. Stick to those terms. Debtors ලා කවුද? Trade receivables ලා කියන්නේ කවුද? Creditors ලා කවුද? Trade payables ලා කවුද? Stick to those terms. දැන් බලන්න යන්න එපා ආන්සර් එක. පරාදෙනි වැරදි. ඉතින් වැරදෙන්නේ ඉතින් කොච්චර ෂෝක්ද වැරදුනහම දැන් අනිත් හැමෝම ඒක දැනගත්තනේ. කාට හරි පැටලුණා නම් විභාගෙදිනේ වරද්දන්නේ ඕනේ නැත්තේ. විභාගෙත් තේරෙනවා අප්පා. මම වැරදි නේද කියලා. You will correct it. So it is good to answer. Somehow you need to answer. Here I am not. Yes, මම mention කරේ නෑනේ name එකේම. මම එහෙම කරන්නේ නෑ වැරදුනා කියලා. හරි? හැමෝටම ඇහෙන්න කියලා. එහෙම කරන්නේ නෑ. Somehow you guys need to try to give the answer. Whether it is correct or wrong. හරි? එතකොට ඔයාලටමයි advantage එක, right? එතකොට ඔයාලට තව මේ learn කරන්න ඕනේ නෑ විභාගෙට. මෙතන answer එක දුන්නා කියන්නේ විභාගෙටත් automatically answer එක එනවා. හැබැයි මෙතන answers දෙන්නේ නැතුව හිටියොත් අවුල් යන්න පුළුවන්. right? ඉතින් අපි බලමු මොකද්ද මේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. හරිද? So here guys, somehow they have purchased stock of 200,000. Got it? Because of that, the stock asset is increased by 200,000. But they have purchased on cash basis only 100,000 worth of goods. එයාලා cash basis අරන් තියන්නේ. සල්ලි දීලා අරන් තියන්නේ 100,000 worth of goods. එතකොට rest of the goods ඉතුරු ටික credit basis, right? ඔයාලා creative වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඕන ඒ කියන්නේ examiner මොක ඇහුවත් you should be able to answer. හරි? guys simple no here, right? stock එක increase වෙලා හරි. හැබැයි cash fullම cash කියලාද නෑ. they have only paid half of the amount, right? so other amount, rest of the amount is on credit basis. හරි credit basis. ඉතින් මම කිව්වා ඒකත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේද? නෑ yes credit basis වලට sell කරා කියමු. හරි දැන් මෙන්න කෙනෙක් කියනවා මේ දැන් first answer එක දුන්නානේ. එයාම තමයි අහන්නේ ඉතින් මාත් හරි නේද කියලා. part එකක් නේද? හරි ඔයා එක තරමකට හරි. ඇයි? අපි කියමුකෝ ඒක credit basis වලට sell කරා කියලා. ඔන්න guys නිකන් බලා ගන්න. stock will be decreased by 200,000. හරි our cash asset will be increased by 100,000 මෙතෙන්. so other asset එක debtors ලා. හරි cash එන්නේ 100,000. ඔයා sell කරලා තියෙන්නේ cash වලට 100,000. so other part is on credit basis. you have sold it. so anyway equation is balanced. here minus 200,000 plus 100 plus 100 altogether equation is balanced. here also the equation is balanced. බලන්නකො equation එක balance. මෙතන minus 200 plus 200 වලින් minus 100 ගියාම plus 100 මේ පැත්තේ plus 100 මේ පැත්තේ. got it? තේරුණානේ? හැම තිස්සෙම straight forward වෙයි කියලා හිතන්න එපා. අනේ bank loan එකක් ගෙවුව interest මේ portion එකකුත් නැහැ. නිකම්ම ගෙවලා 50,000. those are preschool sums. I'm not insulting you guys. හරිද? ඔයාලා කොහොම හරි හොඳම කට්ටිය වෙන්න ඕනනේ මේ class එකට එනවා නම්. හරි ස්කූල් එකේ exam එකට above 90 ගන්නවා කියලා හිතාගෙන වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. because commerce is the most easiest subject guys, right? when we compare it with mathematics, science, this is very easy, right? plus minus, right? there are two sides known as assets equals equity plus liability. okay, so you guys only need to think. Hari? yes, when you think little bit you can build up the thing. okay මේ තියෙන්නේ on 1/7. එයාලා කියලා තියෙනවා cash asset will be decreased by 20,000, equity will be decreased by 20,000. so I mentioned about this earlier as well. the owner has not made drawings. හරිද? so because of drawings our equity will be decreased and also because of expenses. but here they have clearly mentioned that drawings කළා නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ owner ගෙදර අරන් ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ මොනවද. so definitely this should be an expense. paid expenses 20,000. එතකොට ඔයාලට ලියන්න පුළුවන් paid expenses 20,000 කියලා. නැත්නම් ඔයාලට ලියන්න පුළුවන් electricity bill එක pay කරා 20,000. it's okay. මෙතන දැන් කියලා නැහැනේ මොකද්ද bill එක කියලා. ඔයාලට කැමති එකක් දාන්න. rent expense එක ගෙවුවා 20,000 නා. තව තියෙන්න පුළුවන් expenses තියෙන insurance expense එක pay කරා 20,000. ඒ වගේ ඕන එකක්. හරිද? generally expense එක කියලා දැම්මත් කමක් නැහැ. හැබැයි අරම දැම්මත් කමක් නැහැ. හරිද? එතකොට මේවා guys these are like open ones, right? you can use anything. it's like any expense you can use. Hari? right. so what about this one? 1/10 එක cash has reduced by 60,000. equity also reduced by guys this is also simple, right? a bank installment, right? this situation you guys have ඔයාලට අනිවාර්යෙන් මේක මතක තියෙන්න ඕනේ, right? මේ වගේ එකක් ආවම ටක් ගාලා හරි. so bank installment එකක් Okay, so bank loan, that liability has decreased by only 50,000 while cash asset decreased by 60,000. Definitely this difference between the loan installment, no, difference between the bank loan portion and the cash decreasement, definitely it will equal to what? Got the interest expense. Because this interest is an expense, our equity column will decrease. So මෙතන යාලා ලියලා තියෙන්නේ කොහමද? Right, simple. Paid 60,000 මේ generally යාලා mention කරලා තියෙනවා. Paid rupees 20,000 of expense. This is also correct. එතකොට if you guys have written down like this, paid electricity bill of 20,000, it's also correct. So here paid 60,000 of bank installment, good, including rupees 10,000 as the interest. Got it? තේරුණා නේද? හරි, අපි මේකට යන්න බලන්න. මේ අන්න තව එකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මේක නම් completelyම on credit basis දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? Sold 200,000 worth of goods. එක්ක මෙහෙම ලියන්න. Sold එහෙම නෙමෙයි. Sold 200,000 worth of goods to 300,000 on credit basis. කොහොම ලියලා තියෙනවා? Sold goods which cost 200,000 at 300,000 on credit basis. Definitely there should be credit basis the word, because here අපිට cash ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. Right, cash ආව නම් මේක නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ, මේක. So credit basis, the word credit basis should be there. Okay, I think you got it. So the profit arised from that. So this is easy than previous one. Yes, actually building up transactions is way more easier than the earlier ones. So there is a possibility of getting this type of question as well, because it is free to think. දැන් ඔයාලා මේ වගේ සම් එකකින් අනිත් එක කරන්න බලන්න. මේකකින් දෙපැත්තක් තියෙනවානේ. මුලින්ම දුන්න අපිට transactions, so we need to match those transactions for the accounting equations. So here they have given us the table, we need to build up, right? We need to construct transactions. So both ways are perfect. And guys, මේක නියම subject එකක් හරි. හැමතිස්සෙම හිතන්න above 90 නම් commerce වලට අනිවාර්යෙන් score කරනවා කියලා. Because there is nothing, right? First 3 lessons වලදී විතරයි you have to study a little bit BS part. හරිද? ඒක නම් චුට්ටක් තියෙනවා. ඒකත් ඔයාලා papers කරලා MCQs කරාම this is way more easier than the other subjects. සිංහල එහෙම when we compare it with සිංහල, so what do you say? chat එකට දාන්න බලන්න සිංහල එකත් එක්ක. So there you have to study කවි, right? ඒකේ කවි තියෙනවා. විචාර ලියන්න ඕනේ. රචනා ලියන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ කතෘකාරක කර්මකාරක කියලා මෙන්න grammar part එකක් තියෙනවා. තද්දිත කෘදන්ත කියලා තව සෙට් එකක් තියෙනවා. බුදු අම්බු සිංහල easy. ඒක නම් බොරුවක්. Don't say about සිංහල. Yes, I know. ඒක ගොඩක් අමාරුයි. Because මටත් ඒ කාලේ ගොඩක්ම අමාරු subject එකක්, right? හරි. එහෙනම් ඉතුරු දෙක මං හිතන්නේ ලේසි. හරි. So here debtors have paid 400,000 to us. Here we have paid 100,000 to creditors, right? So guys, what do you think about today? මේක guys මං කලින් කියලා දුන්නම එක, right? මෙතන, right? By studying the following, wait. By studying the above facts, you may have understood the transactions that affect to the increase or decrease the owner's equity. Guys, owner's equity කියන එකට මෙයාලා දැනුයි ඒක දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? Place එක හරිම නෑ. Okay? Anyway guys, you guys know about that, right? Income, expenses and drawings, additional capital. Other than these 4, there are 2 hidden reasons. What is that? What are those? One is because of profit, our equity will increase. Because of loss, our equity will decrease. The following transactions affect to change the equity of the business. The following transactions are so these are the four types of transactions. This is very easy. The owner has to invest cash or other assets according to the needs of the business. It increases the owner's equity, right? It's like additional capital. So this part is known as additional capital because the owner has to invest cash or other assets according to the needs of the business. හරි? Business එකට සල්ලි මදි වුණොත් so it is the responsibility of the owner to invest additional capital. If not, they won't be able to conduct their business operations, right? So other one is the owner may withdraw money or other assets from the business or his personal use for his personal use, right? Those are known as drawings. Yes, this is called drawings. It decreases the owner's equity. Guys, owner jivat vendeva, right? So Romet knows about this, huh? So they have a hardware. So classic example, right? එයාලා දන්නවා කොහොමද වෙන්නේ hardware එකට අපි යනවා බඩු ගන්න, right? So let's say gloves දෙකක් ගන්න ගියා කියලා මම. So I will pay them. So රොමෙත්ලයි තාත්තට හරි අම්මාට හරි එයාලයි ගෙදරට ඕනෙනේ සල්ලි. So they will definitely get some money from the business, right? So those are known as drawings, huh? Equity is increased by income and decreased by expenses. Hari, what about today? I hope you guys have learned something new today, right? මේ තියෙන එක මතකද අපි මේ profit එක හෙව්වා. මේ තියෙන එයාලා මෙතන profit එක හොයලා නැහැ. Right? Capital asset hari, total expenses, income. So they have given an example. මේ තියෙන opening capital එක. Capital means equity. මං කිව්වා මේ මුලින්ම කිව්වා මතකද equity කියන එකටම මෙයාලා capital කියනවා කියලා. Right? So those two terms are equal, nah? So hari, because of income and additional capital, our equity will increase. So we add them. Oh guys, මේක අන්තිමටනේ යාලා mention කළේ. So before that we have discussed 1,000 times, I think, right? 100 times, hundreds of times about this capital, right? Capital like increase and there are two reasons kiwa, capital like decrease and there are two reasons kiwa. Other than that, there is a hidden thing called profit. Other than that, there is a hidden thing called loss. හැම වෙලාවෙම මේව ටික ඔළුවේ වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. මම දැන් කියලාම ඔයාලට මං හිතන්නේ ආයි හොඳටම පාඩම් ඇති. හරි. හරි. මෙතන expense නේද? So they haven't given about drawings, right? Drawings නැහැ. Hi guys. So one last time, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll answer, right? So I'll give you 2 minutes to ask questions. If not, just reply understood කියලා. හරි ඔයාලා comments කියන්න අද දවස් කොහොමද? ගොඩක් දේවල් ඉගෙන ගත්තද කොහොමද? අද class එක ගැනත් comment එකක් දෙන්න. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. හරි? Because guys exam වැඩේට මාත් කැමති. There will be an exam. Let's see. හරි? So next week ගොඩක් වෙලාවට නැති වෙයි. Guys මේ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ඔයාලා මෙන්න මේවා කරන්න ඕනේ. Activity number 1 එක you should do this. Definitely. Activity number 1, 2, 3 as well. මේ activities 4ම ඉවර කරලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. හරි? පුළුවන් නම් ෆොටෝ එකක් දාන්න. මම හැම වෙලාවෙම කියනවා වගේ මේ activities කළොත් ඔයාලට නොකර આવොත් ඒත් ඔයාලට. So if you do these activities, definitely you can target above 90 for the school term test and for A levels as well. For O levels as well. Bank loan installment. Good. So I have explained about that, but I'll explain. Maybe maths වල 14th lesson එක මම හිතන්නේ right? Heroes රණුත් මං හරි නේද? 14th lesson එකේ නේද අර simple interest කියන කතාව එන්නේ. I have to study the lessons to get questions. I will ask. Okay. Okay, 14th lesson එකේ තියෙනවා normally අපි bank loan එකක් bank එකෙන් ගද්දී 500,000 bank loan එකක් ගත්ත කියමු. So they will charge, right? They will charge something. So that something is known as interest expense. Guys, because banks also need some return, right? That's why they are giving us the loans, right? So they will charge an interest. So that interest is an expense for our business. ඒක ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද? අපි bank loan වලට ගෙවන්න පොලිය කිය, right? ඔයාලා අම්මලා තාත්තලා bank loans අරගෙන තියෙනවනේ, හරි? So that is known as interest expense. Normally මේ අපි ගන්න 500,000 වුණාට interest එකත් තව 250,000 වගේ එනවා. හරිද? අපි කියමුකෝ 5 years වලින් ගෙවන්න ගත්තේ කියලා. මේක interest එකත් එනවා. එයාලා calculate කරනවා. So the addition of these two, හරිද? මේක තමයි අපි ඇත්තටම bank loan කියලා ගන්නෙ, right? So our bank loan කියලා මේක අපි තමයි mention කරන්නේ මේක 500,000 තමයි මෙතෙන්ට හරි දාන්නේ. opening balance එක හරි අපි obtain කරොත් එහෙනම් මෙතෙන්ට 500,000 කියලා දාන්නේ මේක. හරිද? So interest එක එයාලා calculate කරනවා, right? We guys don't need to find the interest, හරිද? So addition of these two will make 750,000. This is the total amount and divided by 5 equals 150 නේ. So අපි කියමුකෝ guys 5 years වලට ගත්ත කියලා. So 5 years consist 60 months installment. අපි bank loan එක 500,000 ගත්තොත් අපිට ඊළඟ මාසෙම 500,000 ගෙවන්න පුළුවන්ද? අපිට එහෙම ගෙවන්න බැරි හින්දානේ අපි bank loan එකක් ගන්න. So bank will give us the chance to pay that total amount of bank loan in a monthly installment basis. එයාලා අවුරුදු 5කින් ගෙවන්නේ monthly කියලා එයාලා අපිට කියනවා. එතකොට ඒ අවුරුදු 5ේදී මේ ඒ interest expense එකත් එක්ක තමයි calculate වෙන්නේ installment එක. හරි මේ 250,000 උත් එනවා. නැත්තම් 500,000 divided by 5 means 100,000 නේ. එතකොට per annum අපි ගෙවන්න ඕනේ 100,000 but this 100,000 doesn't include, right? It doesn't include the interest expense. So in addition there is an expense as well, interest expense. හරි එතකොට මේක 12 වලින් divide කරන්න බලන්න කවුරු හරි ටක් ගාලා බලන්න 12,500. Right, our monthly installment will be 12,500. So this includes the amount, the portion of the bank loan as well as the portion of the interest. මේක bank loan එක කියන්නේ 12,500 කියලා reduce කරොත් එහෙම bank loan side එකෙන් වැරදි guys. මේකේ ඇතුලේ interest එක තියෙනවා. තේරුණාද? ඒ interest එක අපි මේ පැත්තට දාලා අපි කියමුකෝ මෙතෙන්ට යනවා 2,500 කියලා. නිකන් අපි calculate කරේ නෑ. එහෙනම් ඒක එතනින් අඩු කරලා මෙතනින් 10,000 අපි කියමු 10,000 විතර අඩු කරලා. Got it? So they have mentioned that ඒක ලේසි කියන්න. මොකද එයාලා interest එක අපිට හොයන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. So they are saying that මේ paid rupees 20,000 bank loan installment hari installment එකේ worth එක 20,000 but it includes 2,000 as the interest. Got it?